Hi, hello everyone, it's me, Pulveron, and today we are going to be doing a tier list. And what kind of tier list you might have asked? Well, we're doing a tier list of my thumbnails. As you can see, I have over almost 200 thumbnails as a VTuber, but I've made so very many as a content creator over the years. You might see that some certain thumbnails I've drawn are not present. That's because I can't tell which thumbnails I forgot to upload here. There's just too many thumbnails, I swear. But yeah, let's check out our thumbnails and let's do this thing. Woo! So let's see. I put S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. But I feel like we need to rename this, you know? I feel like we need to rename this. This will be my favorite. Like happy memories, things I like to think about. That's my favorite. That would be S tier. What would be next? Almost my favorite. I feel like that's a very Keru thing. It's almost there to favorite. I don't know what to say for its favorite. It's meh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I want this to be it's okay. Good enough. This would be good enough. And then this will be or it's okay and it's good enough. Are they the same? I think they're the same. It's okay, good enough. So let's make it into good. Good. This would be pretty good. Pretty good. And then okay, so this will be our list. There we go. There we go. I like that. I like that. My favorite, almost my favorite, pretty good, good, and it's okay. Wait, that kind of wait. I have to capitalize stuff. Ugh, my pet peeve. It's showing. It's showing. Okay, there we go. It's good. Yeah, that's good enough. I should put good enough because I always say good enough, so it's gotta be good enough. Good enough. There we go. Good enough. There. So my favorite, almost my favorite, pretty good, good enough, it's okay. Or meh. I feel like meh. 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 Good enough. Pretty good. Almost my favorite. My favorite. There we go. Yeah, let's freaking go, you guys. I feel like though with the red, I'm not used to like the red being, you know, because I'm usually used to like seeing red that's bad, angry or whatever. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be an interesting time for me to have to read everything. Anyways, let's go on. Let's do this tier list thingy. Okay, so art stream. This one, this thumbnail. Oh wait, can I change? Because I don't think you guys can see the shapes because they're in square. Can I change it? I can change it. It's only a square. Okay, it's only a square. Whatever. It's fine. You guys can check out. You can look at my YouTube channel and check out. I mean, you are already on my YouTube channel, so it's practically good enough. Okay, so this one. This is the one with my scrunched up face. I actually really like this thumbnail. I made it into a short video because it was like really funny, goofy, silly. Since this was actually based off of a Korean meme, I think. And I really like it. I honestly think this would be one of my favorites. I have very happy memories while drawing it. It was a quick drawing to do. It was very memey. I really like meme drawings. I do a lot of meme drawings. As you can see, I actually do like a lot of meme drawings. Most of my drawings are based on memes, or like sometimes they're based on anime, or sometimes they're from my imagination, as usual. So yeah, that's my favorite. This one is like my most recent thumbnail. I actually really like it a lot. I think it's funny. I'm gonna put it on my favorite too. Listen, I know I'm playing favorites, but it's really my favorite. I really like it. Oh, this one. I like this. This one is another goofy thumbnail. I'll put it up here on my favorite. I might change everything up. I know that I'm being like really like silly goofy right now. But like this one was the thumbnail. I worked so hard because it says Keru is evolving. I worked so hard on making it say Keru is evolving that it's definitely one of my favorite. This one, I actually really like the pose. I think it's really funny. I'm gonna put it on. I'm tempted to put it on my favorite though. But I don't think it's like my favorite. Or maybe I do. I think it's my favorite. Because I'm not sure. This was during the time when I made like my line art all brown, and I had to realize like later in life that sometimes brown needs to be not the line art for the thumbnail because it kind of muddies the drawing. So like, I don't know. Usually like my art thumbnails are like one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it up there. This one was another fun thumbnail that I did. I really like this one. I like the little detail with the brain and like the four what's that called? The hand reaching out. I thought that was really silly, goofy, fun. This one, I actually don't feel pretty much like this was based off of me again, but I don't feel like it really showcased like a lot of like personality wise, because again we are working. So I'm putting on meh. I'm putting on meh because I feel pretty meh on it right now. I'm basing like everything based off of like the personality of the thumbnail, how I like it, how it projects to me, how it looks, and the personality that's like popping out. Does it showcase my personality well, or does it not? Yeah, so that's our basis here. That's what I'm trying to explain. This one, okay, this was almost my favorite. I liked how goofy. This is another one based on our meme. I like how goofy the pose is, but I know that I could have done maybe a more exaggerated pose, probably like make maybe this arm more jelly like, so that it would match this arm too. Oh, this one is cute. This one is actually one of my favorite because it does showcase my personality a lot. Like you can see the little shiny. I like it. Also this one, again, just so you guys know, usually when I do my art thumbnails, I always go all out, so they're usually like almost always my favorite, you know. I feel like I'm missing a few thumbnails, but it's okay. It's time. This one is another fun one that I like a lot. It's another favorite one of mine. I like that one a lot. This one, it's almost my favorite. This one's almost my favorite. Or do I like it because of the juicy coloring? I do like the juicy coloring. I'm gonna put it up here first. I might change things around. I'll check it. I'll check again on it. It might be because again, I work hardest on my thumbnails regarding my artworks because I feel like these art drawing ones are like really fun. This one, I actually really like this one too, so I'm gonna put it on my favorites. I thought that it was a really fun, well, not really fun, but it's like an actual serious like drawing that I did. Yes, it's cell shading. I don't usually do cell shading. Seashells on the seashore. Yeah, I don't usually do I don't usually do what's that called? I don't usually do cell shading on my usual drawings. As well, I do cell shade. I do now a mix of cell shading and blend. But like I really like this one. I really like it. This one was pretty meh. It was pretty meh. I actually worked though a lot on this thumbnail, but it was pretty meh. Honestly, looking on the whole thing, this one was a good enough, I think. Wait, I need to look at the thumbnail real quick. I think it was Beacon Pines 2? Not Beacon Pines. Oh yeah. Okay, this one is pretty meh. My Beacon Pines drawing thumbnails aren't really my favorite. I tried my best. This one is actually good enough. This one's good enough. Yeah, no. Because it's not showing that much personality. Again, Karu's basing this on personality and like how... I'm not basing it on how hard I worked on the thumbnail. I'm basing on like, does the game show or like whatever content I want to show shine in that specific thumbnail? Are the colors like popping at me? Is the personality showing, you know? That's what I'm basing it on. It's not on how hard I worked at the thumbnails, because I know I worked hard on every single thumbnail. They took me days sometimes or hours to plan. But this, like, certain thumbnails like this one is actually pretty good. I like the colors. I like the browns, the muted browns, and like the face is really like, it showcases my personality pretty well. I really like this one. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This one is another meh. because I feel like I could have done more with the thumbnail. I could have pushed it a bit more, but I don't know how to push this one more. Unfortunately, like with Beacon Pines, I don't know why I couldn't. Well, I do know why. It's because I didn't want to spoil myself with like the next episode, like how the next episode would look like. So I wouldn't be able to search up certain like screenshots and whatnot, because I sometimes I would have to search up screenshots on Google if I'm not able to play the game. But I have to make sure that it doesn't showcase to me to spoil myself for the next scene, because as you guys know, I like to play games blindly. Now, unfortunately with Beacon Pines, I feel like it's a very underrated game. So I don't get to see that many things, like that many backgrounds. Actually, this one's good enough. I actually like this one. That's good enough. I like all of them. It's just that like you have to think of the personality again of like the thumbnails and whatnot. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I think I'm making sense in my own mind. This one's pretty good. I like the pop of color. I like how goofy the eyes are. It was pretty okay. It was not pretty okay. It's pretty good. I really like that. I really like the pop of colors because it's bright. You can see like everything. It's not very muted like this one. These ones are kind of muted. With like the background is like it doesn't match my character. That's the thing. It doesn't match my character. That's why I'm saying it's kind of like muted, even though you can see how vibrant the colors are on the thumbnails. It just doesn't, for some reason, I wasn't able to deliver well in Beacon Pines, which is very unfortunate because Beacon Pines, it's practically like an S tier for me in games. I really like Beacon Pines a lot. I just couldn't do well with the thumbnails, except for these two. I think these were pretty good. This one's good enough. I thought it was funny, goofy. I liked the thumbnail, but I didn't know how to translate that, the funny pose, this funny, goofy pose. I didn't know how to translate that into my drawing. So I was just like, oh, let me just do a cool pose like that. But I could have drawn maybe me doing some kind of contortionist pose or something. I don't know. This one I actually like also. But I think these are good enough. I just don't like how I drew me here. Because I think, I don't know. It feels like it's lacking personality. Again, this one is pretty meh. This one's meh. It's not that I hate the thumbnail again. It's just that I know I could have done better. And I know like the colors aren't popping. I want the colors to pop. I want the personality to shine. This one, I actually like this one. This one's almost my favorite. I like the colors on this one. I like the angle. I kind of tried to copy the angle here. It was really, this one's a fun thumbnail. It's a colorful thumbnail. And you can see also like, this one's based off a meme again. I just like how it pops and then like how the personality shines. This one's also another almost my favorite. I really like how like you could see like the bunk, like how is it Ben? I can't remember if it was Ben or Ed. I think it was Ed. I like how Ed was like really in a funny pose, like bunk de bunk bunk, and then you can see me going like hooay. This one's another one based on a meme that I actually really like. So like it's really funny, goofy, but like also you can see the pop of color. You can distinguish me from the background. It does not like, it's not muted like these ones down here, where it feels like you can't see my personality that well. So I like that. I like that one. This one, I like the background. I like how the color pops. This one though, I feel like it's kind of lackluster though. I'm not sure if I should put in pretty good or good enough. I feel like if I would put it in here. But I'm trying to think. I'll put in pretty good because I do like the pop of color and the contrast of color between them. Bokura, I actually really like this one. I liked how I draw the thumbnail of me and Kimmy. That took me a while to draw, but I really, really like this thumbnail. It really shown like the personalities of the game and shining onto our like characters and whatnot. I just think it's a really nice representation. Even though I still haven't finished Bokura, me and Kimmy haven't been able to play the game, especially since our schedules don't align. I do want to get back at Bokura, so I might actually play with someone else. Maybe my little sister. It depends. We'll see. We'll see. This one, Costume Quest. Costume Quest. This one was pretty good. I like this thumbnail. It was playful. It was fun. It was a fun thing. I just don't like the contrast with the background with my character because I feel like it's a bit more muted than I could have made the colors more vibrant to match my character so that it would vibe well. This one I actually like it a lot. This is another one based on another Korean meme because usually Korean memes are like so much fun. They're really really funny to draw. Korean artist memes I really adore them. I think they're really funny. So I'm gonna put this in my favorite because until now I still think of it as one of my favorites. This one is a meh. This one is a meh. I think during this time I was exhausted. I didn't want to. Well, it's not that I didn't want to draw. I wanted to draw thumbnails. That's why I drew thumbnails. But like, I just didn't have enough energy to make a thumbnail to match the background. You know, to match the vibes. So it's gotta be down here. Meh. This one, Crash Bandicoot. I actually really loved this thumbnail. I thought it was really funny. I'm not sure. Do I want it to be in my favorite or almost my favorite? I'm gonna put it on almost my favorite because I really like the pop of color. I like the pop of color with the background and the face. I think it's really fun. It's giving I work I it's not giving I work hard. It's giving I am in pain. It's giving I am in pain, and I like it a lot. I really like it. It's a good representation of like how my gameplay was also. So I really like it. I really like it a lot. Okay, Darkwood. Now we're in the Darkwood era. Now this one is more of how well did I draw, because I could not find like a proper background without getting spoiled. That's why if you see like Outlast and Darkwood, I couldn't like, and also Inscription, especially in like these 3 games, and also like I want to say Gibbous, but then thinking about with Gibbous, the game Gibbous, it's just that with Gibbous I had a hard time actually trying to find a nice background to match with my character. So this one's gotta be interesting. I couldn't find like a background, a screenshot background to match with like it's not to match the personality, but to not spoil myself with. That's the thing. So this one is gonna be a very interesting. This is gonna be a very interesting time. Okay, Darkwood. This first thumbnail, it was actually pretty good. I don't mind it. I think it was pretty good. There you go. You go up there. I like the pose and stuff, but like I know that I don't know. I like the pose. I just really like the pose. I like the expression. I don't know if I could deliver more in that one, but it was hard to think of like a thumbnail that would work with the background. This one, the second one, me crying, I think it's good enough because I tried to present the emotion. You know, I tried to deliver the emotion of my character, but the problem is that it did not translate well on the thumbnail. I don't think that I truly liked it that much. This one, I actually really like this one. This one goes to my favorite, where I hold a weapon. It's really funny. I really like that thumbnail. That thumbnail's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. It really showed like holding a weapon really showed like, oh, Karu's so scared, you know, that I had to hold a weapon, you know. I think that's what got me like, yeah, that's pretty good. No, that's my favorite. This one, okay, this goes to almost my favorite. I like the colors. I like the splash of tomato sauce on the thing. I like how this was based on actually One Piece. This thumbnail is based on One Piece. So the expression works really well, and like it translates really well. But I don't know what I could have done to make it as my favorite. It just feels pretty good, almost my favorite, you know. This one's also almost my favorite. I really like the expression. I really like the pose. I like, hey, I'm definitely okay, but you can see in the expression that it's kind of like sarcastic. Like, yeah, but I'm not actually fine. This one, Darkwood 6, it's not my favorite. It's good enough. It's good enough. I don't like how slanted I drew myself in that picture. And also, I don't like I don't like that I didn't give that much personality to the drawing, because it's like, oh yeah, I'm scared, but like, what more could you do? This one, Every Letter, I actually really like this one. This one's almost my favorite. I know it's like goofy silly, and like it's based on a meme, but I really like how well it captures like my person, like how confused I am, how I can't type well and stuff. I think that translates well to the drawing, so it's almost my favorite. I really like that one. This one's actually not. This one's pretty meh. This one's meh. I know that I could have done better with the thumbnail, but I just didn't know how. I feel like the background does not match the expression of the character. I feel like the expression of the, well, it does match, but it doesn't, but because of like the colors, how muted the colors are in the background, and how much my character pops out, it doesn't feel right. It feels kind of like there's something wrong with the image, you know what I mean? And also the background feels like, because it is a poster in the background, it kind of gives off the like, oh, like how custom can I make this thumbnail? Because it kind of still feels kind of generic. It's like a generic React video thumbnail, and I don't like, I just don't like it like that too much. But again, I worked really hard on all of these thumbnails, by the way. I worked my butt off on all of these thumbnails. It just so happens like I have varying things like, oh, does it work well with the story? Does it work well? Does it match well? Does it feel like the actual game? You know what I mean? Personality wise, this one. I actually really like this one. This one's my favorite. It's one of my favorite thumbnails. This one. Yeah, that one. That one's one of my favorites. I actually really like that one. This one is another hit and miss. This one's a miss. I'm putting this one in meh. I did not know how to make it match the background again. The background was also very pixelated, so like it was a very unfortunate. I could not find like a proper background for that one. Franbo. I wish I could have like the drawings were like pretty, like, oh yeah, they're pretty good, but it doesn't match the background. Again, it does not. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. This one's another one. I don't know where to put this one because it's either good enough or meh. It's not because I hate my drawing, no. It's because it doesn't match the background, because the background is so much more muted than my actual like very, very pop off color model. I'm gonna put it here because I do like the drawing and I do like the screenshot background, but like I don't like the vibe. You know what I mean? So that's why sometimes if you see me, I actually redo sometimes some thumbnails, and I have to redo some more of my old thumbnails, like my thumbnails in the very first few months of me being a streamer. I have to redo those just because, you know, I have that thing in my mind that I'm like, oh, it's not, you know, it's not pretty enough or something, and I want all the thumbnails to be more unique, you know. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna like you're just gonna see one day, you're gonna be like, hey, did that thumbnail change, or did the background of the thumbnail change? It's like, yeah, I did change it because I wanted it to look nice, to look nicer, you know. Because if I can have the time to fix the thumbnail, I would. Okay, next. This one. Okay, Gibbous. We're at Gibbous now. Gibbous. I think it's Gibbous, yeah. Gibbous, not Gibbius, Gibbous. Okay, so Gibbous is another interesting game. This one, these thumbnails are very, very fascinating because this was during the time that I wasn't sure if I wanted to do cell shading or soft shading with the airbrush. So this was during an experimental time of my thing. Now this one, I actually kind of think it's cute still. This one's pretty good. I like this one. Like the cat eyes matches the thumbnail, like matches the cat, and like it feels like it's very expressive to the point where it's like, oh yeah, look at that, you know. I feel like that's pretty good. This one's also another pretty good one. I like that I'm thinking and like being like, there's something going on here. I have to be very forgiving with myself on this one, especially because again, this was during a time when I was very experimental with my drawings. This one though, this one I cannot forgive. I cannot forgive this thumbnail. This one's a meh. I know, like, I worked so hard on this thumbnail. I remember I did the thumbnail over and over again because I was not satisfied. I didn't like how many. I did the drawing, I think, 10 times or something. And I just wasn't sure of which one I'd like, what I'd do with that specific thumbnail because it was very weird. And it was like the finale, and I wanted to draw me as a detective, you know? But like, it was meh. It was meh. I know that I could have done better. This one though, this one I actually pretty like. It's almost my favorite. If I changed the soft shading, if I made it like a combination of soft shading and like cell shading, I think that would have been my favorite. Because I that would match the pop of color with the background. Because honestly, these give us thumbnails because again, I wasn't sure with the soft shading during this time yet. They are very not off-putting. They are very muted. It's like instead of the backgrounds being muted, this time it's me being muted. That's the thing. This one, Golf with Friends, it's actually one of my favorite thumbnails. I feel like I will rearrange these, like what's my most favorite and stuff. But like the Golf with Friends thumbnail is definitely one of my favorite, if not my most favorite. Definitely one of my most favorite thumbnails ever. I really love that one. It's a thumbnail with Shu, me, Wind, and Akimi, and I really like that. If you haven't checked that video out, it's more of a highlights thing because I want to for privacy reasons I had to like edit that. It was also the video that I had to edit the most because I had to hide one of the names of my friends because they forgot to change their names, so I had to edit that video a lot. But that's fine. I had so much fun with that with Golf with Friends. I might redo this list. Oh my goodness, there's so much more. Okay, well that's fine. Grimm's Hollow. Oh my gosh, did my voice crack? Grimm's Hollow. Now for Grimm's Hollow, it was actually a very nice game. It was a very nice game. I just didn't know how to include me in the thumbnail because if you guys can see, the thumbnail's already pretty enough without me in it. That's the thing. I didn't know how to include myself in the thumbnail. But I was the one who edited also the thumbnail. Like I had to erase stuff because I couldn't find a clear PNG of the name, and then I had to make sure like certain stuff of the thumbnail weren't cut off. So I worked hard, so the thumbnail's already pretty enough by itself. But you have to keep in mind, again, I did not know how to include myself into this drawing. I feel like if I went more of a soft shaded route on this one, and also cross hatching maybe, it would have been a lot better. These thumbnails I really like. That's the thing. I really like the thumbnails if I wasn't in it. That's the problem. So I'm just gonna put them in good enough. I'm gonna put both of them in good enough, honestly. There we go. Another one. There we go. This one, a drawing of my hand. I don't know where to do this. I gotta put this on pretty good. I mean, it's my hand. It's basically my hand. It has my nail polish and everything. I was like, oh yeah, hand cam. What do I do for the hand cam thumbnail? Let me just draw a hand. Really super goopy goober. Well, now Inscription is a very interesting one. Inscription, I could not search for screenshots because again, Inscription is just one of those stories that you have to keep using the background over and over and over again, because if you don't use it over and over and over again, you're gonna get spoiled. I think if I were to redo this, I would just change the background, honestly, not the drawings, just the background. this one, the first one, I like this. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. I really like this one. I think that's like super cute. I feel like I look like a squirrel. I think that's very cute. The little pose, that's fun. Me trying to sneaky sneak. This one I actually really like a lot. I'm putting it almost my favorite. That was a very fun thumbnail to do. This one is another fun thumbnail. I'm putting it in pretty good again, because I actually really like it. Even though like the posture is weird, but I like the expression a lot. This one, no, this one, there's a lot of anatomical issues, and then it doesn't match the background too, so I'm just gonna put good enough. This one was a fun one. This one is a very fun one. I'm gonna put in almost my favorite, because this one I actually really liked. I was thinking of drawing me like raising my cards up, just like Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm putting it up there. This one I don't like that much compared to the others. I like that I tried to experiment with a pose, but it did not translate well into the thumbnail, so it's on meh. This one is me covering my laptop because of like the files thingy. I'm putting it in pretty good, or is it good enough? Because again, there's anatomy issues. I like that I did something different. Do I like it as much as them? I'm putting it here. I'm pretty good. I feel like that's good enough. Inscription. This one is another one based on a Korean meme. I actually kind of like the thumbnails. I'm putting it pretty good. Not my favorite, but it's pretty good. Goodness gracious, look at how big this tier list is becoming. It's becoming chunky. Oh, inside. Okay, so for inside, I redid my inside thumbnails because originally they were me put in my Vroid model. For this ones, I actually find them really charming. I tried to match my character with the background, and I feel like I delivered well. This one sounds pretty good, or good enough, because I can't tell because this one's quite simple. But my heart's telling me I'm pretty good because it's like it's a fun thumbnail. It matches like my mental state during that time. This one, the second one, I actually... Oh, wait. No, this one is supposed to be here. Almost my favorite. The one with the chairs is with almost my favorite because I really like that expression on the character. And, like, it feels right with the background and everything. And, like, how much pressure I was being put on in the game. Or pressure that I put on myself, you know. This one is the one that I was saying that was pretty good. Or in between good, pretty good and good enough. But it's, like, a low-tiered pretty good, basically. I'm gonna put it over there. This one... I like... This one is... I like it, but I also have mixed feelings about it because I know that I could have done better. But the thing is that it's so cute. It's a cute thumbnail. But does it translate well onto the thing? That's my question. It's a cute drawing, but it doesn't match the background that well. So I'm like, where do I put it? I would put it here also. This one I actually really like. I like the nose, like, oh hey, I'm better than this, so like I'm gonna put it there. Like the confidence is there. Like, look at me, I am confident. I am spick and span and very confident. So I'm gonna put it over there on almost my favorite. This one's another one. This one's another fun one. I'm gonna put this on almost my favorite too. I just really like how shiny the eyes and like the pose is. I really like that. This one. Again, another just chatting one. I don't know if I want to put on my favorite or my almost favorite because this is a goofy goober. This is a goofy goober thumbnail. I actually really like it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it up here on my favorite because again, it's showing my personality really well. It's showing, as you can see, I have so many favorites. Wow. But yeah, this one is another one that I like a lot. I'm putting on my favorites too. I'm gonna put it on my favorites. I'm gonna rearrange this too later. But yeah. Oh, alligator. Later, alligator. I love this game so much. This game was so sweet. And, like, I know there are some hidden achievements that I couldn't get. But I really like the game a lot. This one, I'm putting it in good enough. Because my character did match, like, the whole thing. But, like, because the colors are muted and because my colors are very popped out, it does kind of match because the grays and the blues, you know, and the greens work well together. But again, Uh, it's just anatomy. It's just my anatomy. I know that I could have done better. I could have made it more. I don't know. I could have made it more charming. Maybe if I made my body a full body instead of like a half body, I feel like I could have made it more charming. Now this one was actually cute. This one's been pretty good. I like the expression a lot. This one's another one. This one's almost my favorite. I like this one. I like how chill. I look like a siopao. What's a siopao? It's kind of like a bun. It's like a bun. I like it. I like it a lot. This one is in pretty good. I think it matches the background. I like it. I'm celebrating and everything. Not gonna say any spoilers because I have human decency. I don't want people to be spoiled, bro. I don't want people to be spoiled. Okay, now we're at Little Misfortune. Oh my goodness, Little Misfortune. Okay. This one isn't pretty good. I actually like it. But I don't like, again, like, I feel like I could have done more with the hair. The braids, they feel very stiff. They look very stiff. This one, though, this one I actually really like. I like this one. I'm not, it's like, do I want to put in my favorite, though? Because I really like it. I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. But because of my feelings towards the game, I want to put in almost my favorite. But, like, we have to think. We're just talking about my thumbnails. We're just talking about my thumbnails, not the game. So it's gotta be put in my favorite because you can see that the hair and whatnot and like the personality shines again. I just like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I like it. Oh, I just realized I have the same expression as Little Misfortune. You know, that's really cute. That's really cute. This one is silly, funny, goofy time. This one's silly, funny, goofy. I'm not gonna lie. I, at first, wasn't sure about how I felt about this. Because this is one of the times where I started experimenting on my thumbnails. Like, do I want it to be silly, goofy time, you know? It's just one of those times. And the thing is that this thumbnail, funnily enough, because it's so silly, funny, goofy, it got me a lot of views. People started clicking on it. People started clicking on it because at first I wasn't sure if I liked it or not because it was based again on another meme. But this one was like, I kind of don't like it that much. But it actually got me so much views. So I was gonna put on meh, but I'm gonna put on good enough, honestly, because it really grew on me. It grew on me. It grew on me a lot. Wait, let me put it down there. We'll fix it around later. This one is our silly, funny, goofy one. I'm gonna put in good enough because I don't know. I think during this time I went a little bit overboard with the thumbnail. I feel like this one became a little bit overboard, so I'm gonna put in good enough. The limbo one, I'm not gonna rank these ones because it's just my model, but like I'll just put it over here. Maybe meh. It's actually a drawing of my model, my PNG model during limbo, and like I have mixed feelings about the thumbnail. I know that I could have done better, but like it's good enough. It's one of those thumbnails that I wouldn't change, honestly. But like, especially the contrast between the character and the background. But I know that I could have done more. Maybe like a different pose or something. But yeah. This one's actually my favorite. I actually really like this one. I like the expression on my face. I like how... This actually took me so long, I remember. Because I was... trying to do a lot of soft shading. I was thinking of making it into a very realistic drawing, but then I cut that idea out of my brain and was like, do you want to make this realistic as much as possible, or make it cartoony realistic, semi, you know what I mean? So I was just like, I started thinking, and I was like, what would pop more? And I realized, oh, probably the realistic, semi-realistic cartoony style would make it pop out more. So I did that, and it's also kind of based on an image, on an artwork, so like in a museum. So I was just like, you know what, we'll make it cartoony, you know, let's make it cartoony. I think it was a museum piece, I can't remember. I just know it was based on another drawing, but of course I did my own spin on it and whatnot. This one, okay, this one I have another mixed feelings on. This Little Nightmares again, Little Nightmares 2, there we go. I need to look at the image on my thing. I I don't know how I feel sometimes on this one, because the soft shading, again, I wasn't sure yet during this time if I wanted soft shading or if I wanted cell shading. But thankfully, the soft shading actually worked pretty well in Little Nightmares because of the muted colors. I just don't like that I used the brown, like, I don't like the use of the brown line art, unfortunately, because on the hair, it feels kind of strange. I could have done blue on the hair, honestly. I like this. I'm gonna put it on pretty good. I actually really like it a lot. If I changed it to like black line art, I would have put it on almost my favorite. Hands down. Next one. This one, I really like the expression. I liked it so much. I like this one. This one's in our pretty good. I'm gonna put on pretty good. I like that one so much. Next. The one with the flashlight. This one I actually really like a lot. I like the pop of color. I like how the thumbnail, you can see the background and everything, like how haunting it is. I like it. I'm putting it up here at almost my favorite. This is based on, I think, Demon Slayer, like one of the chibis in Demon Slayer, if I'm not mistaken, because I thought that would be silly, funny, goofy. Silly, funny, goofy. This one, unfortunately, I'm not the biggest fan of how I drew the ending, my ending thumbnail. I feel like I could have done more. I could have done more, just like with, you know, Little Nightmares when I did the ending thumbnail. I could have done more, but like I didn't. So I'm gonna put this in good enough. You're in good enough. Okay, these ones, the DLCs. I'm not gonna lie, they're both my favorite. I love the DLC thumbnails. I had some time during this time to draw the thumbnails, and I went all in. I went all in on the DLCs. They were really good. I really like those. I really like those thumbnails. Next. Meg's Monster. I love this game so much. It's definitely it's an S tier. It's an S tier. I'm not gonna lie, it's an S tier. It's so nice. This one, I love the pop of color on all three of them. I love the pop of color. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But like, we have to think of, does it work with how I did the game? This one, I actually think it goes on pretty good or almost my favorite. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna put it on almost my favorite, because I think that it works so well. This one's definitely almost my favorite also. That one's also almost my favorite. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. I feel like I could have done more on this one. Maybe I should have done a more exaggerated fighting pose. You know, I could have exaggerated the fighting pose more, and that would have made it higher on my list, definitely. Next. Here we go. Here we go. Melon. Bittersweet Journeys. Let's freaking go. Melon Journey. Let's go. Bittersweet Memories. So, I really like the game. I find it very, very charming. Unfortunately, your girl's just not big-brained enough to like get the highest, like to like achieve all of the levels, all the achievements and whatnot. But I like this one. This is the first thumbnail was actually my most favorite. I'm not gonna lie, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. I really like it a lot. This one is almost my favorite. I feel like I could have done more with the haunting face. Almost my favorite. I could have done more with the haunted face, like a little bit more traumatized. This one, I feel like it's pretty meh. It's pretty meh. Well, not meh, but pretty good enough, you know? Pretty good enough. I like the contrast of colors. I like the sneaky sneak. But it just doesn't match with the background, you know what I mean? It doesn't match with the background. And I know I could have done more with that one. This one, the last one, I'm in between. It's my favorite and almost my favorite. I'm gonna put it in almost my favorite, because I honestly don't know. But I do like it a lot. I'm gonna put it on my favorite. You guys can see I'm very biased. Well, on my thumbnail, I'm very biased. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, never mind. We're not. I thought we were almost there. I thought we were almost done. Oh my goodness. Okay. Night in the Woods. Night in the Woods. Ghost. Night in the Woods. I actually really like Night in the Woods. I'm not gonna lie. That's like definitely one of my favorite games. Definitely 100% one of my most favorite games. Now wait, let me put the Minecraft over here because I wanna. There you go. So you guys can see all of the Night in the Woods. The first thumbnail, I remember I had a hard time trying to look for a background without being spoiled on the first thumbnail. I actually really like this one. I like this. But I feel like, I don't know, I could have delivered more. So I'm gonna put on pretty good. But I really like it a lot. Actually, I feel like I delivered the best thumbnails in consistency in Night in the Woods, personality wise. This one, the party. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like this is one of my favorites. This is definitely one of my favorites. Even though it's like a small little doodle, it's so fun. The personalities there, you can see everything. Silly, funny, goofy time. It was so much fun. This one's also one of my favorites, but it's like a high, almost my favorite. Not gonna lie, it's a very high, almost my favorite. I don't know what I could have done to make it my favorite, but it matched the background. I did the muted colors. It worked well. It was a very fun thumbnail to do. Ooh, another experimental one. The Wiggle one. This one's a fun one. I had so much fun doing this thumbnail too. This one's also almost my favorite. I like that one so much. Night in the Woods. This one is another fun one. I really like this thumbnail too. I'm gonna put this in. I'm debating whether if it's almost my favorite or in good enough. No, well, not good enough. Pretty good. Putting it in pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in pretty good for now. Then this one, I love this thumbnail. I love this thumbnail so much. It's gonna be on my favorite. Yeah, so consistency wise, definitely Night in the Woods was the best consistency that I've ever done with my thumbnails. I feel like it's like I like all of them so much because they match the background and the personalities, like, you know, they work well and you can see it shine through the game and nothing's like overpowering anything. So like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's how I feel like it. Okay, next, Minecraft. The Minecraft thumbnail. Okay, let's freaking go. Now, I'm not gonna lie with the Minecraft thumbnail. I like it. But I'm thinking, like, is it my favorite or is it almost my favorite? No. Is it pretty good? It's actually based off of a sheep meme. I like it a lot. I'm gonna put in pretty good. I think it's a fun thumbnail. I don't know if I like the background because I know I could have done better, but I really like it. Nothing. I actually really like this thumbnail. I think it's pretty good. I got put in good enough though, because during this time my stream was legit nothing. I was like, please don't come to the stream because I wanted to test things out. So I put the thumbnail, there's nothing. But then unfortunately there was a malfunction with the stream because OBS kind of crashed. So there was legit nothing. I gave no content. So I guess the thumbnail, I used it well. Omori, okay, here we go. Let's freaking go. Omori. Omori is the longest series that I had ever done. It's the longest. I did 28 thumbnails because I did a react thumbnail. Where is it? Up to down here. Okay, let me put it over here. Because I want all of the Omori thumbnails to be together. Let me just do it like that. Yep. Okay, so this has got to be a fun one. This one is the one where I'm the least consistent at. Where, like, my favorite, my favorite thumbnails. This is the one that I'm the least consistent at. Because during this time, I was balancing my work life and, like, trying to make thumbnails, and I also got sick at certain times with the thumbnails. So there's, like, a lot of inconsistency with the thumbnails during this time. So let me see. I gotta look at the pictures, too. Okay, this one, Omori 1. This one, I know that I could have done better, but I don't know how I could have done better. I just feel like it's a little bit lackluster, so I'm gonna put that good enough. I feel like if I just put Omori, because if you just put Omori there, he can stand alone, but if I put my face there, it's kind of like, oh, basic react channel. Next one. Okay, this one's another interesting one. Omori 2. Omori 2 was an interesting thumbnail. Okay. Omori 2 was a very interesting thumbnail because I also did not know the background, what to do with the background. I did not want to spoil myself with the background, but I really like the goopy goober like esque face. So I'm gonna put it on pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, okay. Omori tree. Omori tree was a fun thumbnail. That was a very fun thumbnail. I did not know what to do with the background again, but it was a fun thumbnail. I don't know how to feel about how I look though, but it was a great thumbnail. I'm just gonna put it though on pretty good. Pretty good. Next. This one. I like this a lot. I'm putting this on almost my favorite. I like the expression. I like how traumatized I look. I like how I want things to look back the way it was before, you know? Omori 5. Omori 5 is pretty good enough. I feel like it's pretty mid. It's pretty mid. I'm gonna put on good enough. Next. Omori 6. It's another one where I feel like it's like, Oh wait, no. Omori 5. We can put him pretty good, actually. We can put that one pretty good. And this one there. Yeah. I feel like that works. Yeah. That slaps. Let's go. Next, Omori. What number are we now? 7. Omori 7. This wasn't that good. I'm gonna put it on there because I just know that I could have done something better. Maybe me sitting on the chair looking like Shinji. Or something. I just feel like we could have done better. We could have done better. Omori 8. Omori 8. I feel like this would be pretty good. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good. But it was pretty good. This one, I did not know what to do for myself. I'm putting myself here at good enough. Because I couldn't like match myself with the pinkness of the background. And I didn't know how to make myself pop as much or as muted and popped much as Sweetheart. I was sorry. It took me a while to think of the name. So I'm putting it there. This one. Okay, I'm putting it also here. I feel like I could have done more with this one. This one. Definitely could have done more with that one. The Orange Oasis. I actually don't mind this thumbnail. But is it my favorite thumbnail? Because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the thumbnail. So I'm gonna put this at pretty good. Pretty good. Next. Oh, this one. I liked this one. I actually really liked it. I'm putting it on my favorite. I like the spoon. I like the spoon a lot. Thought it was fun. This one's almost my favorite. Because again, this was based off a meme. This was based off of a meme. And I really liked that. I thought it was really silly. Silly, funny, goofy time. Oh, this one is on... It's another one with me, but this time with a bronze spoon. And it's like a small spoon. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure if the expression, if I liked it that much. I'm putting it on good enough, you know. It's good enough. This one, I actually really like this one. It's almost my favorite. This one's almost my favorite. There you go. Next, basil. Ooh, this one's another fun one. The one with basil on the thumbnail. This one, I like the expression. I like how it matches basil. I like the pop of color. I like how interesting it looks. I'm gonna put this on. It's honestly almost my favorite, but I'm putting it on pretty good. Next, this one, the one with the mirror. I like Omori looking at the mirror as the thumbnail itself. Do I like how I am on the side? Not that much. So I gotta put him pretty good. Next. This one, I actually really like this one. I like the one where I'm throwing money. I think that's like a fun. It was a very fun drawing. I don't get to draw like full body thumbnails lately. So that was a fun one to draw. That was a very fun one to draw. Next, bread. I am bread. This one was fun. This one is a fun thumbnail. I'm putting this on pretty good. I like the shinies on every. Well, not. I'm pretty good. I'm putting this on almost my favorite. It was so good. It was so fun. I liked it a lot. I really liked that one. I liked the shininess. Almost my favorite because I know that like it's just not my favorite. You know, it's just not my favorite, but it's almost my favorite. That's how I'm gonna. This one is my favorite. This is 100% my favorite. I like how goopy gooper I look. I like the goopy gooper. I like it a lot. This was based on the reversed mermaid in Omori, and it was so silly, funny, goofy. I thought it was like a super fun one to do. Next. This one, I think this one is pretty good. Like, I like the expression, but it's not giving me everything, you know what I mean? Next. Oh my gosh, this is almost my favorite. Even though it's like so simple, it's so funny. It's so funny that I like it so much. This one's my favorite. This one, I like it so much. The expression in the background matches so well that it's kind of creepy, and I like that. I like that a lot. I like it so much. Next. What's this one? I think this is we're almost hitting the end. Yes. Okay, this is almost a favorite. I like the pop of color. I like the emotion that I'm giving. This is one of the experimental ones where I did not color myself because I want to see, like, you know, I want the color to drain from me to show how like desperate I am in that certain situation. One moment, I'm drinking water. I need to drink some water. Okay, next. Omori 25. This one is an interesting one. I don't know how I feel. I actually like the background. I like the expression. I feel like, though, I could have made the unknown guy in the middle bigger. So I'm gonna put this in pretty good. Pretty good. Can you teleport? Pretty good, bro. Whoa. Oh, I don't know where it went. Oh well. Next. Oh, this one's actually... I actually really like this one too. I feel like this would be in my favorites again. Just because I really like the pop of color. Next. This one's also my favorite. I really like the ending. My latest thumbnail in Amori. I feel like that was great. The pop of color and everything. Next. What else? Let me see. This one, the reaction one. This one's pretty good. It did its justice. I wanted to experiment on doing doodles, you know. I wanted to experiment doing doodling on the thumbnails. Even though it's like intentionally, it was a very intentional doodle. It's not that I was in a hurry to do it. No, I just wanted to see like if people would click on it because it was a doodle, you know. This is a silly, funny, goofy thumbnail that I really like. I like the pop of colors and everything. I'm putting it up here. It's thumbnail. Usually, like, my collab thumbnails are also my favorites. Art and usually, like, my collab thumbnails. That one's silly, funny, goofy time. I really like that one. Next. Ooh, okay. We're finally here at the Outlast thumbnails. Okay, we're at Outlast now. Outlast thumbnails. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Outlast was a journey. It was a very long journey. You could see at certain parts that I think I started losing like sanity as I continued drawing these thumbnails. This was pretty cute. I would put it pretty good. I'd put it pretty good. It was a cute thumbnail. I wasn't sure with the cell shading or like soft shading or whatnot again. I just did whatever, you know. I just did whatever with that thumbnail. And I think it ended up looking pretty cute. Yeah. Next. This one, almost my favorite. This one's so silly, funny, goofy. I really like it. I really like it a lot. This one. It's based on a Korean meme. Usually if you see silly, funny, goofy meme looking faces, it's usually based off a Korean meme. Because, again, Korean memes are really funny. I'm not gonna lie. They make really funny faces. For, like, drawings and whatnot. This one I actually really like. This one's pretty good. I know that people would be like, oh, you could have done better. But I like it a lot. I'm gonna put them pretty good. This one was another experimental. This was another experimental thumbnail. I wasn't sure if I was pushing the boundaries of, you know, people's eyes. I thought it would have been, like, pretty good originally. But then, looking back, I feel like I went too far in with the push of cursedness. So I'm putting it in good enough. I'm putting it in good enough because again, people were clicking off the video because of the thumbnail itself. Next. I like this. This one was another this is a good one. I like this one. I looked very traumatized. I look like I don't want to talk to people anymore because of how traumatizing Outlast is. I'm putting this in my favorites because it was honestly one of my favorites. My favorite thumbnails. This one is almost my favorite. I feel like I could have done more. So it's gotta be on almost my favorite. I like this one though a lot too. Next. Oh, this is like one of my most detailed thumbnails also. And of course, it's in my favorites. I really like this thumbnail a lot. It was based off of a yandere. I forgot. Was it Mirai Nikki? I forgot. But it was based off of an anime also, this one. This little scene there. It was based off. It wasn't traced. I don't trace my thumbnails. But this one was based off of like anime. Next. Ooh, this one. This one I actually drew all of the... I didn't specifically like draw this thumbnail, but I did draw all of the models here. I made all of my friends' models, all of their PNGs. I want to put this... It's not because I have friends, but like the shark, the contrast, the background, and also the drawings you have to think about it. I'm putting it over here. I'm pretty good. I think it's a nice like contrast and like it really matches well. I feel like it matched well with the background. Oh my gosh, this one was based off a penguin meme. It's a penguin meme from Korea again. Again, they have so many silly, funny, goofy memes that I really like for drawing. So this one is actually my favorite. One of my favorite thumbnails again because of how silly, funny, goofy it is. I love it so much. This one, this black and white one. It's another one that I wanted to experiment on because I wanted to show like how annoyed I was with the game. So it's like a huge dark contrast. I think this goes to pretty good. Not the best, not the worst, but pretty good. This one was a cute thumbnail. I actually really like this a lot. I would put this in almost my favorite. I would put this honestly in almost my favorite because I just like how silly funny, well not silly funny, but like how cute the pose is. Next, this one where I was standing and crying because I was so annoyed and I was so frustrated. That one was a fun thumbnail. I'm putting it pretty good. I think it's fun. It was a fun thumbnail to do. Next, this one I'm scared. It was supposed to be me looking very confused and such. I think it worked well. I like how goofy the thumbnail is, so I'm gonna put it at pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Next. Wow. Yeah. This one. I'm trying to think where I want to put it because I really like the expression a lot. I feel like this though deserves pretty good. Yeah, I feel like that deserves pretty good. Or is it my almost favorite? I'm trying to think. Was it almost my favorite? I like it a lot. That's the thing. I like it a lot. I'm putting it here. I like it. Almost my favorite. This one was okay. This one is good enough. Next. This one though. This one where the pose, because I wanted to do a little pose here. It's pretty, I'd say it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It wasn't too much. I didn't do too much on it. I wanted to try doing, let's do try to do another pose. Excuse me. Instead of like the little standing pose like that, like a little gingerbread man, let's do like a little, but like, yeah, definitely in pretty good. Next, this one. This was actually one of those thumbnails that I was like, oh yeah, it's good enough. It's not my favorite. It's not the worst. It's not even in the middle, but it's like, it's good enough. It's good enough. You know, I could have done more. This is definitely one of my favorites. My last thumbnail, I went hard on this. Even though it's so simple, I really like it a lot. I like that. I'm putting it up there. Oh, another one that hits hard. I like this so much. I like this one. This is my most recent thumbnail. I forgot which anime this was for Outlast Revisited. I forgot which anime this was referenced from, but it was a very silly, funny, goofy anime. Well, not silly, funny, goofy anime. It was a very traumatizing anime, but like I thought it would be funny to use that as a thumbnail. This one is based off of Demon Slayer. I like this a lot. I like this thumbnail a lot. Again, I don't know if I wanted to put in almost my favorite or in my favorite because it's a really good thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really good thumbnail, in my opinion. I don't know if people would click on it. This is not based on clickability. It's just based on like how I like it, you know, objectively. This is another fun one. This is almost my favorite. I like how the expression is. I like how passed out I feel inside. So yeah, that's pretty good. This one it's okay. It's good enough. It's good enough. Not too bad, not too, you know. Okay, here we go. Papers, Please. Papers, Please was an interesting one for like the thumbnail making. Because again, I didn't want to get spoiled again. And it's hard to look for screenshots where you don't get spoiled. Now this one is the I like the drawing. I like how simple the thumbnail is. I got put in pretty good. I like it. It's simple but effective. This one's another fun one. I'm putting this in almost my favorite. I like the expression a lot. I like how goofy like and sharp the line art is. It's fun. This one is another goofy one based on another meme. I like it a lot. I'm gonna put on almost my favorite. That one's cool. There you go. This one though, even though I worked so hard on this thumbnail, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if this is it, because during this time I wasn't really sure about like this thumbnail, but I still went with it, so I'm gonna put it at pretty good. Yeah, not my favorite, not the worst, in the middle. Yeah. This one, okay, we're at Phasmophobia now. Phasmophobia. Now, this was an interesting thumbnail. I thought it was a fun thumbnail. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was pretty good. Simple, but cute. This one, the next one, Phasmo 2. Do I like it? I like the pose. Do I like how I incorporated the other friends of mine? I feel like I could have done more with the other tree, so I'm gonna put it at good enough. Next, Halloween one. Oh my gosh, the Halloween one is so cute. I like it so much. I'm putting it at almost my favorite. Honestly, it was an iconic time. This one was pretty good. I like this one. I'm gonna put this at pretty good. Next, this one. Oh, this was silly, funny, goofy. I liked it. I like how it looked like I'm suffering. I'm gonna put it here. That was pretty good. Next, what's next? This one, the glitching one. This one is honestly, I'm not sure if I want to put on good enough or pretty good. I'm not sure. I'm thinking. Let me think. Do I want to put it on pretty good or good enough? Because again, it was a silly thumbnail. But I'd put it pretty good. Okay, next. This one is not a pretty good one. I think it was okay. It's good. It's not good enough either. It's more than good enough. It's on okay. This one's my favorite. This one's my favorite. It's also one of my favorite it's definitely my favorite Phasmophobia gameplay that I did. It was so funny. It was a very fun time. I feel like I delivered well on like everything that happened in that certain time frame. Next. This one's another fun one. I like this thumbnail a lot. You know, Pinas. Plot twist, by the way. Turns out, because we were speaking English the whole way through, it turns out our fellow rando player, Smiley, turns out he speaks Tagalog because he's Pinoy. Bro, that's insane. That was insane. We were speaking English for how many hours, bro? That was honestly insane. And we were trolling a lot in that We were just having fun. We were messing around in that during the time. That was really fun. Next. Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done. Nice, 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 nice. Portal. Okay, Portal. Ooh, okay, Portal. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna be an interesting one. Portal, first one. I actually like it a lot. It's almost my favorite. It's almost my favorite. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it a lot. It's almost my favorite. Next one. This one. I don't know if I delivered well. This isn't good enough. Because I don't know if I liked how I drew the face. Like, because usually, even if I draw the face very meme-ish, it's very calculated. You know, it's very... I calculate it to make it look nice. Or silly, funny, goofy. But this is like, I don't know if I didn't deliver it well. So I'm putting it good enough. Next. This one is a fun one. I'm putting this one at pretty good. This one was a fun one. It's like me being dizzy, and honestly, I was dizzy with Portal. I was pretty dizzy with Portal, but it was a pretty good game, you know. It was a very good game. I'm putting it at pretty good. Next, this one is also pretty good. I'm putting this one at pretty good. The Superman pose is fun. Ooh, or maybe I can put it almost my favorite, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, let's put this up actually higher. The one where I'm dizzy, almost my favorite, because it's so fun. It was just a really fun thumbnail. Next, this one definitely almost my favorite. Almost my favorite. I wish I did cell shading. This would have been my favorite if I did cell shading. Honestly, not gonna lie, it would have been my favorite. Even though I took so many hours to do this, I took so many hours to do that thumbnail. I feel like I would have enjoyed it so much more if I did cell shading. Rakuen! I love that game so much. I love it so much. I had to fix myself. Wah. I like the voice crack. I like the first thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie. I like it a lot. It's actually one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it at my favorites. Next, the second one. It's almost my favorite. It's very cute. The little like expression and the pop of color, I like it a lot. I'm putting it almost my favorite. Boom. Next, this one, the apple tree. That was a fun thumbnail to do. It's also almost my favorite. I did pretty well on this one. Almost my favorite. Now this is where we kind of go downhill with Rakuen. This is where we go a little bit downhill. I'm not gonna lie. I want to redo the Rakuen, the fifth Rakuen, part 5, because I feel like I could have done more. This one is pretty good. This one's pretty good. Part 4 is fine. It's pretty good. And this one is it's okay. It's good enough. Do I hate it? I'm thinking right now. Do I hate it? Do I dislike it? Kind of, not gonna lie. Kinda meh. I'm gonna put it meh. I changed my mind. I'm gonna put it meh. Next, Hollow Stars thumbnail. Hollow Stars, my reacting thumbnail. I actually think it was pretty fun. Yeah, I'm gonna put it pretty good. Not gonna lie. I think that thumbnail is pretty good. Next. Okay, here we go. Spooky. At Spookies. We're now at Spookies. Now, Spookies thumbnails, I think the first two were pretty okay. I'm not gonna lie. This one was okay. It was okay. It was good enough. This one was also... I'm not sure if I want to put good enough or pretty good, because I like the background and I feel like it matches the expression. So I'm gonna put it pretty good. Next, the last one. This is actually really good. I like this a lot. I like the stark contrast. I like how scary the background is. I'm gonna put it at almost my favorite. Next, Stardew Valley. This is the one where I didn't have Woody yet. This is the one where I didn't have Woody. Wait. Because I had Woody on my thumbnail. And like, it's silly, funny, goofy. Just imagine that Woody's there. It was actually my favorite when Woody was there. So I'm gonna put this on my favorite. Just close your eyes and look and imagine that Woody is up here. You know, it's Woody's there. That was a funny one. Oh, okay, okay. Strange horticulture, yeah? Strange horticulture. Now, I really like the game, but I don't know if I translated how much I like the game into the thumbnail. This one was okay. It was pretty okay. It was good enough. Next one, I like it. I think it's very cute, but it's also good enough. I could have done better. Next one, strange horticulture tree. I think this one would either be at pretty good or in between good enough and pretty good. Honestly, not gonna lie. Oh, and the fourth one is also at pretty good. It's pretty good. There you go. Next. Ooh, the stillness of the wind. Stillness of the wind. This one I actually really liked. I really liked the first one that I did. This one's honestly almost my favorite because I matched the background and the character really, really well. And like the both like colors really match like everything. It just fits, you know. It just fits right. This one, it's a meh. I know that I could have done better. I don't know why I didn't do better. I feel like it would have looked nicer if either I did more muted colors or if I did a full body drawing. Next. Ooh, Toem. Toem was a fun one. Toem was a fun one. But the thumbnails, they were very wow. They were quite rough. This one is how do I like this one? I'm thinking of either pretty good or almost my favorite. Cause like of how curious my eyes look. I'm gonna put this at pretty good. It's giving Phineas and Ferb Isabella vibes, you know what I mean? This one was another one. This one's another pretty good one. I think that's very cute. Next, Toem Tree. This one is actually almost my favorite. I really liked that one. I thought it was silly, funny, goofy, but calculated, which I really liked. Next, the last one though, it's meh. Unfortunately, it's meh. I didn't like it. I know in my heart and soul I could have done so much better, but I left it at that because I think I redrew the drawing 5 times and I just didn't like how my thumbnail was going, so we're left with that. Oh, this transformation, this is definitely one of my favorites. This is my favorite. Where are you? Favorites. There you are. I like it so much. This was based off on the Maho, so Magical Girls vibes. I really like the colors and like the pop of colors and like how it matches. This is more on like Sailor Moon transformation mixed with what kind of transformation? I forgot the other transformation girl. Pretty Cure maybe? Yeah, or Prettier? Yeah. This one. Okay, we're going to one of my favorite games ever, Turnip Boy. Turnip Boy. Let's freaking go. Now the first thumbnail is so silly, funny, goofy, and cute. I'm putting it almost my favorite. It's just so cute. I'm not gonna lie, it's so cute. Next one. Ooh, this one's actually, I'm gonna put this one at pretty good. This one is pretty good. It was a fun thumbnail to think about. It was fun. This one is definitely like Gremlin Karu holding the shovel. It's legit almost my favorite. It's almost my favorite. I don't know why it's not my favorite, but it's almost my favorite. I just like rah 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 rah. That was really funny, goofy, and cute. And also I matched the background pretty well. This one is pretty good. This one's pretty good. Where I tried the train. It was fun. That's another fun thumbnail. Ooh, Money Karu. I'm gonna put Money Karu at pretty good. Not too bad, not too good. Just right, you know, just right. Oh, this one's also at pretty good. I like this one. I like the pose a lot. This one is fun. This one was almost my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Where I was the chatty chattifer. You know, I became chattifer. Yeah. Oh, this one is really good too. I'm gonna put this at pretty, well, not pretty good. At almost my favorite. I really like that one too. The pop of colors and everything. So good, so good. This one was fun. Unpacking the thumbnail. It was cool. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's based off of a meme, I really like it. I'm gonna put it at pretty good. Next. Ooh, this one, chit chat time. Let's do what's this called? Cleanup detail. I'm trying to remember the name. I can't think of it right now. Visceral cleanup. There we go. Visceral cleanup. I actually really like it a lot. I'm gonna put it at almost my favorite. This one also, the Santa one, almost my favorite too. Almost my favorite. Almost my favorite. And finally, last but not least, the Among Us thumbnail. This one is actually my favorite. It's actually my favorite. It's so silly, funny, goofy. It's so funny. I'm putting it there at my favorite. Yeah. There we go. We have ranked everything, every single thumbnail. Now, do I want to do it from my most favorite S tier to my least favorite? Like that, you know what I mean? We could. But like, that's like another thing. Okay. Let's try. I like this one more than that one. I like this one here. There. I like this one a lot. Next, I like this one. This one's funny, goofy. I don't know if I like this more than that one. I'm putting it there. Where is it? I like this one. I like this one more than that one. Do I like this more than that though? Cause I like goofy. I'm thinking of goofy, or do I like technique? Okay, I'm gonna put that there for now. Next, I'm putting... That one's gotta be the last for sure. This one's gotta be last. This one, I'm putting this higher than the other art drawings. This one, the spoon... Well, I'm not sure yet. Golf with Friends, definitely number 1. Golf with Friends, definitely number 1. This one would be number 2, Phasmophobia. That feels justified. Next would be Bokura. Bokura was another fun one. Do I want it... I feel like I did really well here on Bokura. I'm gonna place it there. Actually here. I feel like I did so well on this one. Actually no, I'm gonna put it... Is it my favorite? Is Bokura actually my favorite thumbnail? I'm thinking if I like it more than like Golf with Friends. Because of how like pretty I did the drawing. I'm thinking if I like it more, because right now I can't decide if I like it more than Golf with Friends. Because it's not my usual thing because it's all muted colors. But like, I really like the thumbnail. I'm gonna think about Bokura right now. I'm gonna think about it. But for sure, these are definitely my top. Let me see. Oh, this one was fun. This one was another fun thumbnail. The Little Nightmares, that one was a fun one. This one I like more. Do I like it more? I like it there. I like that. I like this here. Yeah. I worked so hard. I just realized how hard I worked on the Little Nightmares thumbnails. Next, I do like... which one do I like more? I'm trying to think. I like... do I like this up here? Yeah. Do I like this more than this? Yeah. Do I like this more than that? Yep. Do I like this more than that? No. Yes. They're like that. Do I like this more? No. Yes. Okay, I feel like that's good. Next is the weapon one. How far? I like it. Do I like it more than transformation? No. Putting it down there. Do I like this Among Us? I'm gonna put this at last. I keep saying I'm putting it at last. This one I'm gonna put back down at pretty good. This one I like a lot. Let's see. Favorites. I feel like these are all on the same level, honestly. This one down here. This one down there. But this one definitely more. That one's higher. This one... Do I like it more than that thumbnail? No, I like this thumbnail more. Do I like this thumbnail more than both thumbnails? Yes. Yeah. These can stay. I like this one more than that one though. I like this one more than that one. Do I like this one more than everyone? No, I'm gonna put this one lower. Do I like the transformation one? Yes, but is it my favorite of everybody? No. Putting it down here for now. Do I like this one? Yes. Do I like... How much do I like this? That's another question. But for now, we can do like this. Do I like this one more than this one? Kind of. I feel like they're both on the same level. I feel like they're both on the same level of how much I like them. Do I like how goofy more than the artworks? Yes, honestly, I kind of liked it more than the artworks. I like this one, but is it like my favorite? No, I'm gonna put this down here. Do I like it more than these? Yes. Okay, next. How much do I like this? I like it like that too. This one was a fun one. I'm putting it up here. I like this one a bit more than the cursed one, not gonna lie. This one is a cute one, another cute one. I'm putting it up here because I actually feel like this one's a lot cuter than the Little Misfortune thumbnail. Do I like it more than Darkwood? Yeah. Okay, I'm putting Darkwood down here. Yeah. Next, I like the Night in the Woods. I like the Night in the Woods more than the drawings. Not gonna lie. Gotta put it up there. Dino. Okay. Dino. Do I like the Dino Dig spoon more than every one of these? I'm trying to like, when I do like this, that means I'm comparing. Yeah. More. Putting Darkwood lower. Yeah. That feels better. That feels better. That feels better. I feel like that feels much better. There we go. Next. What's next? What's next? What's next? How much do I like this one? This one is another one that I'm like, do I like how more traumatized I am? Compared to this drawing. Yes, I like this here. I feel like that's right. Next, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Do I want it up higher? Yes, I want it to be there. This one still is like the highest for me, in my opinion. Next, this one. Do I like it more than this? Yes. Do I like it more than that? Yes. Do I like it more than this? Yeah. I'm putting it up there. Next, this one is silly, funny, goofy. Do I like it more than this? Yes. Do I like it more than that? 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 Yes. That's where you stay. This one though, I feel like you stay there. I feel like that stays there. Next, this one, I don't know if I like it more. Wait, let me look at the money. I like this one first to decide. I want this higher than definitely Little Misfortune, and this one, I feel like it matches. Do I want it higher than this vibe? No, I like it this here. Okay. Next, do I like this one more than everything else? This. Maybe here. Yeah, that seems right. This can go here. Then these two, I feel like there and then there. This one, the Spider-Man pose, I feel like it can stay there. Do I want it to put it up there? No. This one, Goofy Goober running. There. I like it there. Okay. I feel like this is good. But yeah, this is my tier list. That's my most favorite. These are almost my favorite. These are pretty good. These are good enough. And these are pretty meh. I'm surprised I don't have that much. Or maybe you're also surprised I don't have that much meh. But again, as I've said before, I worked really hard on these thumbnails and make sure that all of these thumbnails are pretty quality, you know? Oh, sorry, I accidentally clicked something. I really make sure that I work hard and like I make the thumbnails as quality as best as possible. So definitely not, I was definitely expecting like not that much drawings to be in meh. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. I know it's like not my usual video, but I kind of like it. I think it's like a pretty chill video. I just wanted to try this out. Maybe we can do another tier list next time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye.